The question is, have you guys seen Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, the big boy in the franchise, the $300 million movie? Because I'm assuming a lot of you are going to say no, because the box office weekend was not that great. It ended up making about 55, 56 million in America. For the week, it was about 80. And that's not bad, but considering a 300 milli budget, that ain't good enough.
That's a little low.
Yeah.
I was expecting more. With all the clips we saw, with the featurettes they put out of that incredible stunt, that's going to have to draw people to the cinema.
I was thinking at least 120 opening week. I'm surprised, I'm shocked, but we still got to do fact of the day page number 203, fact number
1.
If all the time in our eyes are shut when blinking is added together, we spend 1.2 years of our waking lives in pitch darkness.
Wow, it's so weird. You don't even perceive that darkness, do you, when you blink?
No, 1.2 years though, that is a little too much time. I think I might need to consistently have active staring contests with people just to make sure my eyes are open.
No, you sound like Jordan Schlansky.
Like, I'm just looking about like, okay, I caught eye contact, I ain't blinking. I'm blinking. And I'm going to continue not to blink as long as I can. If that means I'm staring at you, I'm staring at you. If that means I'm staring at you, I'm staring at you, bitch. One of us is blinking first and it ain't me. I'm almost on the edge right now, but we're gonna go. Hey, NarendraTheComic head. Yes, and right now we're quickly gonna be talking about Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I was gonna say Part 2 there, but I clearly saved myself from that type of hiccup because it would have been a little embarrassing. But if you haven't seen Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, MI7, go see it. Don't waste any more time. You need to go and do yourself this favor because the stunts, incredible. The action, unbelievable. The story, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But at the same time, you're not there for the story. You're there for the characters. And they delivered on the characters.
They delivered. 100%.
I saw an article from The Guardian where, you know, sometimes certain outlets have bad takes. The Guardian often has kind of questionable takes. But then so does The Telegraph, so does The Times. The only one that's decent is The Financial Times, and even then sometimes that one's a bit questionable as well. But there was an article written by a journalist, and essentially what she said was, Pom Klementieff in this movie wasn't very good. And she wasn't very good because she wasn't really given much dialogue. And it was the stereotype of the silent Asian who's good at fighting. And in my mind, I couldn't really make sense of it because, firstly, she gave one of the best performances in the movie.
She did.
She was one of the standout characters that actually made you want to watch it and glued your eyes to the screen.
She was.
And then this person's out here saying, you know, she was stereotypical, they didn't do anything with her character, there was no development and depth, and it's like...
I did not see the same film that I watched.
Is that what's going on here? Because then they talked about other female characters in Mission Impossible, and while I agree when you look at 2, it can be a bit questionable with how the female characters were handled. You look at 4, 5, 6, 7, there have been very strong female characters that aren't just strong female characters for the sake of being strong female characters. When you look at Paula Patton, Rebecca Ferguson, Angela Bassett, Hayley Atwell, Vanessa Kirby, a lot of people has been having a lot of good screen time in Mission Impossible who are of the female diaspora.
Yes, and they all have great characters you can understand. And the ones who reappear have great character arcs through numerous installments of these films.
Right.
The idea that this woman watched this and said, I don't like your take, is kind of telling me she didn't really have a pair of eyes.
She didn't really understand the movie and didn't understand the character. Because this is something I learned when I was in acting school, right? There was one of my tutors who isn't there anymore, but he gave a recounting of him being in acting school and him giving his performance at the end of the year. And he said, you know, all the agents were there, it's how it went, and it was second or third year, and he got given a role in the play. Hour-long play, 90 minutes, and he was pissed off a little bit because he got given such a small role. And essentially, he had one line in the entire play.
Oh, wow.
And the rest of the time, he was on stage for the entire duration of the play, painting a wall. And that was it. And he said, by the time the agents came back, there was only one person who got an agent. And it was him.
Wow.
And he kept the agent for a long time. And he said, it's not about the dialogue, necessarily. It's about what you do physically, on screen, on stage, and whether people are interested in you or interested in what else is on screen or on stage. And if you can make people get drawn to you, then you got something.
Yeah.
And that's what she was doing on screen. It wasn't about the dialogue.
No.
It was creating a character that actually makes sense, that had depth, that had nuance, and that can actually have a lot of growth in the franchise if they choose to do that.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'm so surprised. The performance she gave with such little dialogue, we came out saying, yo, she's the standout. She had such a small amount to work with, but the way that she embodied this character, from the physique to the makeup to the way in which she was interacting with everyone else around her and the things around her, she embodied this performance. So the idea that this person watched the same film and saw something else, I'm seeing that as this person wanting to put forward an agenda.
Right.
Or want to push that I've seen this stereotype, you should see it too.
Stupid people are going to say stupid things, and you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, so why play stupid games? Because you're going to get called out by idiots like us. And if idiots like us can see through your facade, then you got a bigger problem than the facade you're trying to put forward. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Tom Cruise gonna come after you. You don't want that? No. Do they want that? No, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been on Sensei.
She's been on Sensei. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 5 years now, and we aren't stopping until we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. So hashtag never not here. Just like goes. Also bring the podcast means nonsense, simp and jubbly. We also bring a lot, bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow for more of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more, see you then. Skadoosh.
I got you! I got you! Take that, you friggin' psycho! I got you!